want to do a little experiment here. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 2, and I really think this is a sweet camera, and this is possibly the future, except for the microphone. I'm not sure how good the microphone is. By the way, if you're not into the vlog stuff, it's going to be a really cool vlog, and my goal is to entertain you guys, but if you're not into that and you want to hear my takeaways of this camera, go to this number right here. Yeah. If you're a long-time viewer of this vlog, you know I like gadgets, and this is a pretty sweet gadget. Let's try selfie mode in 3, 2, 1. Sweet. I don't know how much like better or worse this looks than this DSLR. It's this is a Canon 80D. That's my normal vlog camera, and this is gonna be a new experience. I think it could be fun. Anyway, DJI is not sponsoring this video. This is just something I wanted to do just because I think this camera's cool. Something else that's really cool about this camera is when you turn it off. Okay, we're gonna turn it off now. All right, it's got this sweet little carrying case here. You just slide it in like that. You can pretty much put this thing in your pocket. It's in the name, of course, but yeah, check it out. Okay, the rest of this vlog is going to be filmed on this little Pocket Pro. I got to go stoke the fire real quick. Now, ultimately, we're going to go to Shreveport. I don't know what we're going to do. Go eat and do some weird, fun stuff. Anyway. Okay, I bought this land like a few years ago, and now we finally got approval on it, so we're developing. We got 10 houses going in, and then like right here is the old stage of the subdivision. We've already built 10 houses. I'm excited to build more. Tractor is really freaking awesome. It's a giant tractor. It's a giant it's a giant excavator. It's not a mini excavator. It's got like this huge bucket. It probably carries like I'd probably say a whole yard of material, and then if you look up in that engine compartment, it's a giant engine. I love this thing. I really think this camera's gonna be good because it encompasses what a vlog is about. It gives you that first person point of view, but you're a little bit restricted, I think, because I don't think the microphone is gonna be as good, and then the contrast of a DSLR is just really awesome, and I don't know that this is gonna produce that. Okay, the first stop is going to be a restaurant. It's called the Brazen Grill or something like that. And they don't have parking anywhere, so yeah, the Fat Calf. They don't have parking, so we're parking right here in Brookshire's, and we're going to walk over that way. Getting freshened up there, eh? All right, thank you. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. This is a really unique toilet. It's like the water's up here and then you flush it and it comes all the way down there. I like it. And then also, there's a pretty unique looking sink too. Cheers. It's not too terribly bad. I love the music. I have some rules in life, and one of them happens to be that I don't shop for clothes, and that's what they're doing in there. And I stood there for about 20 minutes, and that's about it. I'm not going to stand there anymore. So I've decided to sit in the car and do the productive thing, which is play on the internet, watch YouTube videos. What'd you get, Mom?
I got these obnoxious sunglasses.
They look pretty good. Axe throw? I think that's a good idea. It's a sound machine, right?
It's a sound machine slash charging station.
Okay.
And a band.
Very important. We're at the El Dorado Hotel, and like we're gonna do some gambling tonight. And I'm not really that good at gambling. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna try. I do think it's a pretty appropriate time for a room tour.
Time for what?
Room tour. This is after I edited pretty much all the parts of the video, because in the edit is where you see what the camera needs and don't need, and like the goods and the bads and all that good stuff. This little camera versus a DSLR really needs some added contrast. The DSLR just translates like real things how they actually are, which means that you don't have to like do a whole lot of color correction and contrast and weird things in the edit. And I really appreciate that about the Canon 80D and a lot of DSLRs, is that they just put out a really good image like automatically. The second thing is there's really no good depth of field, like when you're focused on whatever's in the front and then you have like a blurry background. It just makes things look better. This camera don't really have that. Third thing is the audio is good, but it doesn't really match a onboard mic like a Joby mic like I use. I mean, you just get like a really good audio from it, and it's crispy, and it's a really good translation of somebody's voice. And this is kind of, it doesn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't really do the trick in my opinion. What do you think, Judah?
I think I have 2 gloves on.
And just to back that up, I'm pretty sure that you can adjust the audio somehow within the camera, like when you're filming, but I had to normalize all the audio that came through here, because the audio that came through the DSLR was just a lot louder, maybe? Louder? Better? I don't know. The fourth thing is something really good about this camera. The gimbal really does work, and it works really well when you're walking down the street and you're like stomping like Bigfoot. It really smooths out the visual really well. And to be such a small gimbal, I think they've really done something here. The sixth thing, and I can't really blame that on this, is I would film more in 24 frames per second versus the 60 frames per second that I filmed all this in, and I did that because I was really wanting to get some of that cool epic slow motion footage. Slow motion with me now? Slow motion. That's on. When you film in the 60 frames per second, you can get like that more buttery slow motion that you won't get out of 24 frames per second, but I mean, you kind of need both. The 24 frames per second is traditionally just like what looks better on camera. I feel like it just gives you a better image, and like a lot of your TV shows, big productions are filmed in 24 frames per second, unless they're doing like ultra slow motion stuff, then they get up to like 150, 200 frames per second, probably a lot higher than that. You know, that's when the cameras get really expensive, lightweight. But that's a simple fix. I just need to get better at swapping from 24 frames per second to 60 frames per second, and then that will be fixed. And the last thing, which is kind of a weird thing because I probably screwed it up somehow, but like some of the shots were upside down, and I was holding the camera upright, but for some reason they came out upside down, so I had to flip them over in the edit, which is not a big deal, but it's not really something you want to have to fool with, you know. All in all, I really do like this camera, and I think this could be the way of the future once they get those few little things worked out. I mean, and I don't know that you could get that image out of such a small lens, you know, like a DSLR lens is a lot bigger, but you know, they got some things to work out, but as technology goes on, I think they're onto something here. Anyway, I'm Clay Nelson. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is my channel. I used to do daily vlogs. I'm gonna stop talking about my daily vlogs. What should I say, Mom? I don't know how to end these videos anymore.
Is it still clay cam?
No, it's not really clay cam. It's not really clay cam anymore. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that review or vlog or whatever the crap that was. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.